What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Slackerz, bringing you our next matchup in the Everyone Is Here tournament. Again, don't take that too literal. But if you haven't seen it before, or if you didn't drop any suggestions for characters you'd like to see in the tournament, this is huge. 100 characters are in a double elimination tournament. It's very fun, very awesome. So, let's break down some rules, shall we, on how this whole thing works? Yeah, let's do that real quick. So I think first and foremost, the number one rule that you have to keep in mind is this is just for fun. Alright, definitely just for fun. Keep that in mind when voting. And when you are voting, how do you vote? If you're new and you're wondering that, very simple how you vote. Down in the comments section, type your answer for one of the two characters in the matchup for the day, who you personally would like to see between the two. Who would you like to see be a DLC character? You don't have to vote on likeliness. I mean, if you want to, that's fine too. But who you personally want, vote for one of the two. So, you know, as an example, today's matchup is Shantae taking on Crypto. So you vote for one of those two down in the comments. But you are allowed to vote for both. Always been a rule, always will be a rule. But also remember, one vote per person. So the rest of them, though, it's a double elimination tournament. A character has to lose twice before being officially eliminated. And if there's ever a tie in the voting, flip a coin on camera. Best and fairest way to break any ties. And then each matchup, voting-wise, will only last for just 1 week. So today's Tuesday, which means we'll get the results for today's matchup next Tuesday. But we'll worry about that then. So let's get to the matchup for the day, shall we? All right, Shantae taking on Crypto. This should be probably a slaughter. Let's face it. If you've participated in any of my tournaments before, yeah, you know Shantae pretty much just wins everything. And Crypto, Crypto from the Destroy All Humans franchise, which is it's a character that's kind of like, all right, maybe nobody really thinks of, nobody expects, maybe it probably won't happen, whatever it might be. Again, these are all for fun. So Crypto taking on the character Dream Crusher, I don't know even what to call her. Taking on Shantae series. So I pulled up the little Destroy All Humans wiki page here just to kind of give you a little bit of a background about the character in case you've never heard of the character, don't know who he is, and would be wondering play style wise and that sort of stuff. So an alien. First of all, that's cool in itself. We don't have an alien. As a playable character. Already, my interest is piqued. I mean, I know who the character is. I know the franchise. But if I didn't, right there, I'm like, ooh, alien. All right. I could be into this. I could dig this. So, basically, he's an alien. He's like very aggressive, sort of, I guess, how do you want to call it? Personality. There we go. Perfect. Right there. Personality. But very aggressive. He's got lots of sort of weapons, alien stuff. He's got guns and everything. Actually, here, let me show that. I just had the weapons up right about here. All right. So fun stuff. So he's got alien technology. So things that let him fly around potentially. So I don't know. Maybe movement similar to Mewtwo. How Mewtwo just kind of like floats as he's moving, or. Yeah, is Mewtwo? Yeah, Mewtwo's a dude, obviously, the voice. But as Mewtwo's kind of like running along, just does a floating motion. So maybe similar sort of thing for running style wise. You could have that as an example. Let's see, he's got something that protects him against damage. So I don't know if it'd be like some sort of item that he pulls out and maybe just reflects items or projectiles, whatever it might be. Something like that could be interesting. Wields many other weapons. All enemies an obstacle. Let's see. There's some other interesting stuff here that I want to go over. Ooh, okay, here's one. Hypnotize others. All right, so I think, again, I'm going to compare this to Mewtwo. So Mewtwo's down special, I think is it the move Disable? I believe that's what the actual name, I can't remember off the top of my head, but Mewtwo kind of stuns the person for just, a character for a couple seconds. So maybe something similar to that where he hypnotizes them, and maybe I don't know, maybe they walk slowly in one direction, so maybe, and like the person wouldn't be able to control it. So if you hit them with this hypnotize move, right? Maybe the character that you use it on just starts walking slowly in one direction. So if there happens to be a ledge, they'll fall over the ledge. And the player that is controlling the character that get hit by the move. So let's make this simple. Crypto uses this move on Mario. Mario starts walking over a ledge. And the person controlling Mario for maybe 2, 3, 4 seconds, whatever it might be, won't be able to control him. So it's kind of like you got to wake him up, right? You got to get him out of his trance. So if he walks over the ledge, it's going to be a bit difficult to, you got to wake him up in time, and then you got to recover properly. So that could be interesting stuff. Another one I thought would be pretty interesting. He's got Crypto does something with cloning technology. Yes. So what about something where he puts out, like, I don't know if this makes any sense, but puts out like a obviously have to be a clone of himself. So he puts out like something, like it could be, I don't know if down special would work, but for example, down special move puts out a clone of himself, and it just becomes like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it could just be like another actual Crypto in a sense, and it would stay on the battlefield for, a set amount of time, and it could also do damage. Maybe it only does one move, just kind of runs at you. Maybe if it's shooting projectiles, maybe that's all it does. Maybe it just kind of runs and does a dash attack or something like that. So, cloning himself would be pretty interesting. I think there's really cool things you could do with Crypto, actually. Again, it's not a character that I don't think anyone's really thinking of, but isn't that, I mean, let's face it, the whole Terry Bogard situation. Was anyone really thinking of Terry Bogard? Not, I mean, personally, just from what I've seen, I've probably seen the name mentioned a couple times, and that's, being polite, just a couple times. But, just something completely random and out of left field. I really think Nintendo could do that, especially with the newest DLC, because we don't know how big the budget will be for each individual character, first of all right? And that could be a big point, because budget's going to include, probably would include the rights to the character, and then, other DLC that goes around the character, whether you want to get spirits for the franchise, whether you want to get, stage, whether music, outfits, whatever it might be. It's something that doesn't get brought up too much, but it's a very valid point. What's the budget for each individual fighter now moving forward for the new Smash DLC? So maybe somebody like Crypto has a better chance only if the budget for each individual fighter is not that big. I hope that makes sense. So again, I'm not saying Crypto is at the top of the list by any means, but be a pretty interesting character. I mean, come on, an alien. Who doesn't want an alien? But unfortunately for Crypto, he's probably losing this match because he's facing Shantae. Shantae does not lose. She's never lost. This is her 4th tournament, right? She's won 2. She's currently still alive in the other tournament, and I will mention the other tournament at the very end of this video in case you're wondering what's up with that. Don't worry, it's still going on. But Shantae, she has not lost ever, which is crazy. She's faced a ton of top characters. She's faced Crash. No, wait a minute. I'd have to check that. I don't think she's ever faced Crash Bandicoot, but she's faced Sora, Bandana Waddle Dee 4 times, and has destroyed him 4 times. She's faced Geno, Skull Kid in my earliest tournament. She's faced Dixie Kong. She's faced all sorts of really top big name characters out there, and her fan base just keeps coming back and voting for her, which is great. I mean, whether you like a character or not, I think you gotta at least respect the fact that the fan base behind her is so vocal. And isn't that what you're trying to get? Isn't that what the fan base wants to see? The fan base wants to see Shantae in Smash Bros. They want to see her playable, not just a spirit, not maybe. That brings up a good point. I was gonna say, would you be okay with having her as a outfit? I actually might make another video on that. That could be a separate video. But they want to see her actually playable. So, I mean that, and just getting behind her, getting all the social media, the buzz, just getting everything out there, right? really letting Nintendo know. Way Forward knows that the fan base wants her in. I just respect it so much. I really do. And I've said this many times. At first, Shantae was a character I took as a joke. I didn't think she was legit. I thought she was a joke character like Goku or Shrek. But once I came to learn about who the character was and the history she has with Nintendo, on Nintendo consoles, indie character, she's got a lot going for her. She really does. My stance has been a complete 180. I used to like, no way. Now I'm like, okay, yeah, I respect the character. I'd like the potential. Play style wise, I like the potential stages that could be in there. The music is pretty good as well. I'm not going to lie. Music tracks would be pretty awesome. And the fact that we don't have a playable indie rep, that's big in itself right there. And I really think Nintendo is starting to be a little bit more open-minded when it comes to indie characters, whether they get playable status or not. So going back to the Banjo presentation where Sakurai said that Sans was like a special request, and I don't know if I don't know the whole chat. Nobody really does besides Sakurai and Toby. Did Toby kind of say, hey, can we get Sans in the game? Maybe he's trying to get him to be a playable character, and Sakurai said, how about we compromise and make him a Mii outfit? And Toby was like, all right, maybe that was how the discussion went. You never know. Dang it. But, hey, yeah, you never know. So, maybe, getting Sans in and seeing everybody's reaction to Sans being a Mii costume really makes Nintendo maybe second guess or question it again. All right, maybe indie characters would be okay. Maybe we'd be okay finally putting an indie character as a playable character. I don't know. I just said indie character quite a bit. But I don't know. I respect it a lot. My vote is easy. While I like Crypto, I think he's cool. He's just not anywhere near like my top 50 list. All right, he's not even... maybe top 100, maybe, I don't know. He's really far down there, but yeah, my vote for this one, I'm going Shantae, hands down, pretty easy. So yeah, let me know who you guys got. I'm expecting, and I think most of us will, Shantae will probably win this, but we'll find out next Tuesday. So with that being said, this one's coming to an end. So 2 things, sneak peek for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to this, man. This should be good. Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil series taking on Chun-Li from the Street Fighter series. That should be fun. All right, I'm looking forward to that. I'm very interested for that matchup. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, we will have the next matchup in the Ultimate Smash Bros. DLC tournament. Let me bring that up here real quick. So I believe we're getting the results for 3 different matches. All right, we will get the results real quick. Let's get through this. All right, so we'll get the results for Shantae against Ryu, and that's the winner's bracket championship. Well, that took place last Tuesday. Why aren't the results in? I wrote down the results. That's everything that's final. So anything that comes in after this, I'm not counting it, alright? But, so we'll get the results of that, so we'll know who the winner bracket champion is. And then, go down to the loser bracket, where we will get the results of Captain Syrup against Spyro, and then Bandana D against Crash. So, the 2 loser bracket results, whoever those winners are, will face each other. I'm just saying, there's a possibility of Crash against Spyro. That'd be crazy, right? Alright, but that'll be for tomorrow, and today's wrapping up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I do have a second upload today. My Amiibo Fight Night is back, so if you guys are interested in that, it's back today. So look forward to that. Anyway, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully we catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.